The vocabulary from chapter 12. Airo, I take up or I take away. Apangelo is I announce or I report. You can notice the similarity to the Greek word, angelos, the word for angel, right? You can see that angel, the kind of the root idea of message there. So one who announces a message, one who reports. Notice that that is a prepositional prefix, so any kind of augment will come after that. Apangelo is I announce or I report. Apakteno is I kill or put to death. Again, notice that it has a prepositional prefix, so any kind of augment will come after that. Apostello is I send out. You can see the same root or stem as the noun apostolos, right? An apostle, an apostolos is a sent one. There is the prepositional prefix apa. Spero means I sow, I plant. Glossa is language or tongue. Maybe you know the term glossolalia, literally speaking in tongues, right? We can see that idea of speaking there. Glossolalia is speaking in tongues. Glossa is the word for tongue, or metaphorically language. Graphe, just a good old first declension noun like phone. Graphe means writing, or in many contexts refers to the scripture, right? We have lots of English derivatives from that, like graphics. Lithos is stone, right? It's just a good old second declension masculine noun like logos. Lithos is stone. We get the word lithograph from that, right? Grapho, to write, to write with stone. I think originally lithography was a kind of printing that involved printing with engraved stones, I think. I think that's where that comes from. Naas is temple or sanctuary, right? A second declension masculine noun, naas. Parabole is a parable. You can see that in English we're essentially just transliterating, right? Don't forget the word transliterate. We're basically writing Greek words with our Latin letters in the English language. That's what it means to transliterate, to write. For example, shalom, right, would be a transliteration of Hebrew. I'm writing, not using Hebrew letters, but I'm writing it in Roman or Latin letters, and the letters that we use to write English. That's an example of transliteration. Sophia is wisdom, right? Maybe you don't know. A sophomore, what is that? A sophomore is a wise fool, right? It's a mixture of wisdom and foolishness, right? Soteria is salvation. Chronos is time. Notice this is dia, and sometimes it's hard to distinguish these through a quick saying of them, but that omicron should be pronounced ah, whereas the preposition dia that's an ah sound. So dia versus dia. Dia is therefore or for this reason. Well, dia can mean, the preposition dia can mean through or because. Euthus is usually used in the New Testament, I think around 80 or so times, as an adverb meaning immediately or straight away. But it's derived from an adjective, right? This form can also be found adjectively to mean straight, right? Originally an adjective meaning straight, but over time meaning straight away or right away. I think it's only used in a non-metaphorical sense one time in the New Testament, in the book of Acts, when Paul is told to go to the street called Straight in Damascus, which was a long, straight street.